And so before we even start talking about free agents and who they should go after, we first have to address Tim Hardaway Jr. because he can opt in for, I think it's like 18 million, and that pretty much straps them. They would have no cap space. They would still have the mid-level,
which is about 9 million.
And the biannual, yeah. So we can still talk about free agents, but talking about Hardaway, I know you have a pretty strong theory that I agree with on what he's going to do.
Well, he's going to opt out. I don't understand. Now, okay, look, I might be wrong. So I'm not going to go up here and be like, you guys are all idiots. I might be wrong, but I can't understand why people are saying he's going to opt in because he's not going to let that 18, 19 million walk. But what Tim Hardaway did this year as a starter for the Mavs, he's worth what he got paid this year.
True.
And he was not an overpaid player this year. So let's not act like they were overpaying him.
I'd have to, yeah.
So
I'd have to agree.
He's going to get that on the open market. There is no way he is going into a final year of his deal.
But more importantly, if he opts in, what do you think that would lead to with him having a 1 year deal?
He's going to get traded.
Yeah, it makes him like instant trade bait.
Yeah, so if he wants to stay in Dallas, his best chance of staying in Dallas is to opt out and signing a long-term deal at a price that both him and the Mavericks are comfortable with. If he opts in, he's getting traded on draft night.
Yeah.
Most likely.
I mean, probably. Like, there's a chance a trade doesn't open up that they like, in which case we'll keep him, blah, blah, blah.
But if there's a chance you can upgrade
yeah,
and bring in a potential star, he's going to get traded. So in my opinion, he's opting out. He's 28 years old. 18 million is a really good number for what he did this year.
Yeah.
So he averaged 17 points a game as a starter, shot over 40% from three-point land as a starter. That's worth what he got paid this year.
On a team that made the playoffs.
That was good.
That gave the Clippers a run for
played
the
well
money.
in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, he's going to opt out and he's going to sign a long-term deal.
Which might be with the Mavericks, but we're just saying, like, that's...
And even if it's for 17, 18 million, that is a good price for what you're getting with him.
Now, I mean, I think there's a possibility that he does opt in, maybe, I don't know.
I can't imagine a scenario where he opts in.
Yeah.
Like, you're 28 years old. This is going to be your last big contract.
Maybe he feels... Okay, it could be that teams don't want to spend money next year because they all want to save it for next year, or they don't want to spend money this year because they want to save it for next year. So that's a possibility, but I agree with you. I think that if he opts in with that 1 year deal, and it's a large contract, but it's not untradeable, so that's enough to get a substantial package back. It's an expiring deal. He's a good player. I think there's just too many reasons why he's not instantly trade bait at that point.
If he opts in, he's going to be traded to Indiana for Victor Oladipo and the 18th pick that the Mavs have.
Are you calling it?
I mean, why wouldn't the Mavs do that? If he opts out, the Mavs have a number in mind what they want to bring him back at.
What do you think it would be?
I have no idea. But the Mavericks know.
The Mavericks know.
And I don't know if Tim Hardaway is going to be happy with it. Because he'll probably want to, again, this is going to be his last big contract, so he'll probably want something pretty substantial. He's not my first option in free agency.
Right, okay. And
so
I think that's kind of what we're getting to.
Yeah, I want to bring him back unless I can get something else.
Okay, so let's go down the list. Hardaway will eventually be on this list. I don't know if we'll talk about him.
So this list is hypothetically Hardaway opts out.
Yes, Hardaway opts out. So they'll have about $20 million.